Okay. We good? We chilling? We vibing? Are we active? It's showing it. We should be good. Hold on. We got one more step. If it'll all work. Let's see. Hey! Hey! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now the question is, oh God, please don't crash. OBS. I had to force close OBS. I don't know what it is with OBS, but like so many times when I go to stream, OBS is just like, oh yeah, no, we need to update. I'm like, okay. Every time without fail, I go ahead and tell it to like close to update, right? Because you gotta close it so it can update. And I do that, and then it just never closes OBS properly, so I have to close out of the update because it just doesn't close OBS on its own. So then I have to relaunch OBS to then hit the updated button again for it to actually close OBS to update. Right? Was that confusing? Were you able to keep up? Hopefully. But then this time, oh no, this time it wasn't so simple, right? It's a bit more complicated than it should be, because I should be able to just close it the first time and it updates with that. No. It froze. And I was able to open up a second tab of OBS because it crashed so hard I was able to open it twice. And I wasn't able to close out of it. I'm like, oh no, I have to like I have to like do a force shutdown. So I had to Google how to do that because I've never had to do that. I just know it's a thing. And it worked. Boom. Pizzazz. It worked immediately. But it killed like, 6 minutes? So apologies about that. I would have been on time today. I was so ready. I'm like, oh yeah, first stream in a while. I'll be back on time. Heck yeah, then OBS is like, nah, I got other plans for you. But luckily, we got it fixed. And now, as you see before me, as the title of the stream implies, we're ranking all Pokemon in one night, hopefully, if I don't get too tired, because it's 8 o'clock now, where I am. And if we go, like, based off of how the ranking of the Pokemon, how I normally feel, our first ranking of Pokemon, that was, like, an 8-hour-long process for some reason, so hopefully we don't take that long. But how this is going to work, okay? Because we're going to have guidelines for this, alright? I'm going to start off by saying I am purely ranking them based on their shiny color scheme. Hence, ranking shiny Pokemon, right? It would be kind of weird to just rank them based on how I feel about them. We already did that. That would be just repeating content. We're not here for that, okay? So, I'm purely looking at them aesthetically and how their colors appease my eyeballs, okay? Second, you keeping up? Second, I don't like, okay? I'm just going to preface this, okay? Because so many people, if they see this, probably not a whole lot of people will, but for those of you who do, I don't like white or black shiny Pokemon. I know, burn me at the stake. I'm sorry. I think it's a cop-out to just literally take away color from the Pokemon, and people lose their minds, okay? People lose their absolute gourd over black and white shiny Pokemon. That is not that's not shiny. That's not a color variation. Pardon me. That is the lack of color. Okay? Black and shiny Pokemon, black and white shiny Pokemon are cop-out. I don't like most of them. There are, of course, exceptions to every rule. There will be some times where I'm like, okay, the white works or the black works. Okay? There's very few, but there are exceptions. Third, just like how most people like black or white shiny Pokemon, I have a bias towards yellow and gold shinies. So if there is a yellow and gold Pokemon for their shiny, yeah, I'm probably going to rank it higher. Okay? Am I a hypocrite? Maybe. But I'm just laying out the rules. I'm letting it all be known now. Okay? Now that we got the 3 rules established, let's go ahead and get into this. Starting with Gen 1. Okay? You ready? I'm so out of breath. I'm deciding to do my desk in standing mode today instead of sitting down. I need to be a bit more active, and I didn't think ranking Pokemon for however long we do, is really like a task where I need to sit down for that. I feel like that's one I can actually stand up for. So we're going to see how long I stand before my feet just get sore below me. But for now, we're standing. Anyway, without further ado. Oh, I'm so out of breath. My apologies. Okay, starting off. Ooh, let's see how... Okay, we're good. Starting with Pokemon number 1. Good old Bulbasaur. While I do wish his color was a bit different, I can't lie, shiny Bulbasaur does look good. He goes from that like tealish, greenish blue to like just more green. He goes more into the frog theme, and I appreciate that. It's going to be A. Now, with Ivysaur, they go ahead, they make that bulb as it blooms, they give it a little bit more vibrant color, and it's a good color that contrasts the green a little bit, right? It's that nice, vibrant yellow. Also, like I just said, a little bit more biased towards yellow and gold. That yellow, it's a beautiful. It looks great. I love it. Same thing with Venusaur. That yellow flower, oh my god. If this was on the base form instead of that pink, but the pink still looks good. It looks proper. And this is like a very good alternative for the shiny. That yellow to contrast that like green. And the thing is like it's different shades of green, right? It's not the same green all throughout. Like there's different levels to the green, which is nice. Mega Venusaur, yeah. I mean, it's the same exact coloring. We get a bit more yellow, and also we get that teal. Like we get the original teal color in there too. It adds just another layer to the contrast of being like, yeah, they're not all the same greens. Look at what we can do with the color palette of greens. I like it. Gigantamax, yeah, that yellow becomes more prominent. Looks really good, really nice. We love to see it, okay? Again, I preface this, okay? I warned you ahead of time. Charmander's yellow, his gold, S tier. And you know what's even better than that? My favorite Pokemon of all time is Charmeleon. I adore Charmeleon. Not Charizard, not Charmander, Charmeleon. My favorite Pokemon right here. And they did him such justice by not only with it being my favorite Pokemon, but making him my favorite color. And there is just no higher ranking. There's nothing better in the Pokemon franchise than my shiny Charmeleon. And he's just the highest S I can possibly give. Like that nice yellowish gold. Like depending on what game you're looking at, he's either more gold or more yellow. Either way, I rock it. It's amazing. Uh, remember what I said? So, bringing out the pitchforks now or later, huh? Let's hear it, right? People absolutely adore Black Charizard. They adore their shiny Black Charizard. I hate it. It's not enough because there's worse shinies than that. But, like, it makes me even more mad that not only is it just, like, the most basic, simple thing they could have done, like, oh, make it black, just take away the color. They had such a good basis with Charmander and Charmeleon. It was so good with Charmander and Charmeleon. And then Charizard, they're just like, different palette. No. If they made Charizard yellow or gold, oh yeah, Charizard would be up there with Charmeleon and Charmander. Nah, instead they made him black. Like, such a missed opportunity. Like, they did so good with the Bulbasaur line, making their colors all green. They added to the green, right, because of the flower. That makes sense, but they didn't change the body green color. They changed everything about Charizard from Charmander and Charmeleon. I don't like the black. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, because gosh dang, everyone loves shiny Charizard, except me. I know. I will say... this one's difficult. I think shiny Charizard X. The colors are okay. The nice teal blue, it's nice. The blue flames are always a nice touch. But I don't like it, right? And this is my comparison, is I don't like it as much as shiny Charizard Y. Because the purple, I feel like, is a callback to shiny Charizard's early colors back in Gen 2 when he was purple and not black, right? Like, if you played through Johto, you know, silver, gold, crystal, and you got that shiny Charizard, he was purple. And honestly, if they made Charizard purple now, I would probably rank him a little bit higher. Like that nice deep purple, not bad. So, I like what they did with Charizard Y. Little callback to Charizard when he first was shiny. It's nice. Yeah, see, because it's not fully black, and honestly, it has more coloring to it, right? It has a bit more depth to it, because the orange helps contrast a little bit the black on him, and also he's got like the yellow markings on his body, like you can see it in the tail, the belly, the claws, right? Like normal shiny Charizard, it's just black on dark red. There's not a nice contrast. So Gigantamax, yeah, they gave him a little bit of that contrast, which I think he needed. Squirtle, I don't think there's much I need to say. They made Squirtle a little bit, they made him like baby blue, or sky blue, and then they made his shell green. So unless you're seeing him from the back, which yes, most of the time when you're fighting, the sprite is from the back, especially back when the games were sprites and not 3D models. But like, it just doesn't, they could have done so much more. Same with the Wartortle, same with Blastoise, same with Mega Blastoise, and what? Yeah, because he has that same shade of purple. Also, the fact that they, like, Wartortle and Blastoise's alternate forms all have that same shade of purple, and then Squirtle just doesn't match their coloring scheme. Honestly, that upsets me a little bit more, and I'm tempted to put Squirtle lower. However, I also do like subtle shinies every now and then. Not every shiny Pokemon for me has to be a complete change. However, I do There are Pokemon that have subtle differences that I enjoy because sometimes that's all they need. But also when I think of shiny, I do think of like, pow, right in the face. It blinds you, it gets you, So it's like, you know, just Squirtle's kind of there. The Bulbasaur line, I mean, the Squirtle line is kind of just there. They're nothing abhorrent, but they're nothing great. Shiny Caterpie. Oh. 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 It's so good. It's so good. Like, you can't look at Caterpie and not say that is, like, chef's kiss shiny. It is so good. Metapod, honestly, also really good. This is like what a shiny should be, right? Like, it had a green, and the green on Metapod wasn't bad. It matches Caterpie's green. It makes sense because it's a cocoon, so like it doesn't need to be anything like too outstanding to the eye. If they made it yellow, S tier, right? If they made it that same shade as shiny Caterpie, oh yeah, it would be right up there as well. But I'm ranking it just a little bit lower because it's not that bright, beautiful yellow. However, I gotta appreciate it for that nice, amazing orange it is. It is such like a deep but like vibrant orange, and it's just great to look at every time. Butterfree. This one is difficult, but I will say I do actually like it. Obviously not as much as Caterpie. If I were to catch a shiny Metapod, right? If I were to play a game, I were to catch a shiny Metapod, I would evolve it into shiny Butterfree. If I were to catch a shiny Caterpie, I'm keeping it shiny Caterpie. I'm going to have a level 100 shiny Caterpie. It's going to happen. But if I were to catch a shiny Metapod, I would appreciate the Metapod for what it is, but I would evolve it so I can get Butterfree. And while the color scheme is a downgrade from what Metapod is, it still has some nice subtle hints. Obviously, everyone wanted like Butterfree shiny to be what it was, or like what we saw in the anime, with like the female Butterfree that Ash's Butterfree ends up with, that nice, like just shining, like popping pink, right? And while I think it would have been cool to have like a gender difference with that, or have that be it shiny, yes, I do understand the gripes with that. The anime and like spin-off games do a lot of like one-off Pokemon like that, so it doesn't surprise me that the pink Butterfree was a one-off. So what we got here with Butterfree, I like it. They changed the tint on his body. The eyes, they're nice piercing green, and the limbs are just kind of like this nice little light neon color. I appreciate it. Mega Butterfree, it's kind of hard to tell. Well, not really. The wings are cool. The wings are really cool. Or is it just the body that changes? I can't honestly, hold on. Because I honestly can't remember. Gigantamax Butterfree. And this should honestly... Oh, the teal's already there. Okay. Yeah, so I actually got ranked that lower because the fact that I had to look up if the wings were actually different, and two, the fact that like they're not. Yeah, that'll go in C tier. Do I rank it to D? How am I feeling about that? I'm putting it in D because all that changes in the body, and the wings were such a key element to the Gigantamax form. I feel like they should have done something like eye shocking with the shiny, right? Because the wings are beautiful as is, right? Like Gigantamax Butterfree is super cool. The wings are amazing. Like, you look at it, it's like they did really good. If there was a shiny version, they should have really done something more with that color to make it pop and be like, okay, this is a rare version of the Butterfree. Look at these wings. Like, even if they just changed the wings to like a more neon or like eye-popping emerald green, or like they changed the white to a different color, you know? Like, they didn't do a whole lot with the Gigantamax. It's kind of a miss, sadly. Weedle! Ugh. I don't need to say anything else. It's yellow. It's not as good as Caterpie's yellow. I will say that. Caterpie's yellow does have the edge a little bit. But Weedle, I mean, it's still so good. It's still so good. And I actually had a debate with one of my buddies over green shinies because they hate green shinies. They despise green shinies. And growing up, I remember like bashing on green shinies myself, right? Like, as a kid, you just like gather with your buddies and you talk about like the different colors and whatnot. And it's like green was always at the bottom. Nobody wanted a green shiny. It's like, ew, that's gross. That's disgusting. As I've gotten older, I have grown a huge appreciation for green shinies. I think they can be really good. There are some really bad green shinies out there. Like, we'll get to them later. I already have an example in mind, but I'm just saving it for later. But there are greens that look really good, that really pop, that are really nice. And Kakuna and Beedrill are a perfect example for that. These greens, I love them. They're great. They're not my favorite thing. But, like, they couldn't already make them yellow again because that's what their base colors were, right? So, choosing a different color, right? It wasn't just a different shade of yellow they chose. They chose something that punched you in the face. And honestly, because, like, Beedrill's whole thing is stabbing you and poisoning you, it makes really good sense why it's green. Because it kind of gives you that, like, toxic or, like, nuclear kind of feeling. Like, oh, I should not touch this. It kind of gives that off. And I appreciate that. Now, these shinies have changed. The Pidgeline has changed a little bit with, like, because, right, the thing is, everyone prefers sprites over 3D Pokemon. I'm not going to get into that debate. But, like, the color saturation was a big thing, right? Once we hopped to 3D, the color saturation really changed a lot of how these models looked. Like, I do really miss Charmeleon Shiny in the Sprite games, but I still appreciate it now, even though it's not the quite same vibrant color. And Pidgey is sadly a case of that, where it kind of got dulled down a little bit. But it's still good. You can still, like, it's still different from that brown that it had, and it kind of pops a little bit. Pidgeotto and Pidgeot kind of have the hair, though. That kind of makes them pop a little bit more, makes them a bit more vibrant. And, of course, like I said, I'm a bit more biased towards the yellow. Pidgey just doesn't have much body for what they're doing. And honestly, yeah, no, if they went a bit more hard on Pidgey's colors, I think I would enjoy it a bit more. But Pidgeottos and Pidgeots, because, like, Pidgeotto has that weird, like, tannish yellow to where it's almost green. But it has the like amazing yellow colorage on its hair and the tail feathers. And Pidgeot just kind of leans more into that yellow, and I love it. Shiny Pidgeot. There's just something about Mega Pidgeot where, like, right, we're ranking these based on the colors alone. Okay? And I'm trying to keep that in mind. Because I don't like Shiny Pidgeot. I mean, I don't like Mega Pidgeot a lot, right? I'm not a huge fan of Mega Pidgeot. I'll say it. I'm sorry. It's just not my most favorite thing. Um, it does keep Pidgeot's scheme, but it adds the purple. So I guess it's not changing that much. But I don't know. God, I'm trying to because it's the difference between do I put it in S because it is the same color scheme as Pidgeot, or do I keep it in A because the purple I don't vibe with as much. But I just don't think the purple fits, and honestly, the purple makes it look like fingers, right? Because that's one of the problems I have with Mega Pidgeot is that it already looks like it has hands instead of wings, right? Like it has fingers. And the shiny with those purple tips just kind of make it pop more into looking like the fact that it just had its nails done. And it's like, no, those are wings. They are feathers. They're not supposed to be hands or fingers. And I think that's why I'm keeping it in A. I like the rest of the body. It is just the purple that's throwing me off. I think that's what I was trying to look for because it's like, or like try to say, because like, it's just hands. He mega evolved and got hands and got emo eyes, right? Like the dark eyeshadow is what I meant. But the shiny just makes it just really look like fingers even more than they already did. Shiny Rattata, it's not a bad green. It's not great, but it's not bad. Alolan Rattata is probably a little bit better though. I do like the red, the kind of maroon color it has, right? Contrasted from its black coloring. I think the maroon is honestly kind of really nice because it's nothing like too. No, it's different. Like you see it, it's very different. But the shading, it's like right, black's on one end, white's on the other end. It's like they took black and just upscaled it a little bit to kind of give it a color, and it's nice. Shiny Eradicate, I actually do enjoy this more than Shiny Rattata. And Shiny Alolan Raticate, yeah, same thing. Still keeps that same red, only it has like bright pink cheeks now, and I kind of like that. Spearow. Do I put it in S already? Oh my god, we're not going to get through this whole dang thing. I'm just saying, this is going to be a couple days worth of shiny rankings, and you know what? That's okay. I'm still going to try to get through as much as I can tonight, but I'm realizing how long I'm taking now. It's already been like 30 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in the first like 12 Pokemon still. I really like the gold wings on Spearow. And I already have a bias towards really liking Spearow. I like Spearow more than Pidgey. I stated that when we did our rankings, that I really like Spearow and Fearow more than I like the Pidgey line. But I really like the gold contrasted with like that. Like, yeah, you know what? It's my list. I don't need to reason why, like, I think, okay? I'm just giving you my reasoning, best I can, for you to understand. I like Shiny Spearow. I like it a lot. Shiny Fearow loses that gold, though. That's the sad thing, right? Shiny Spearow looks so good, and then evolves into Fearow, and instead of keeping that gold, like, anywhere on the body, on the tail feathers, on the wings, anything like that, it loses all of it and just keeps the green body that Spearow had. And it's an honest shame to where, honestly, yeah, he's C rank. I can't put him in B. If he kept, or like his wings were gold, oh my god, if Fearow's wings were that nice, bright, yellowish gold color that's on Spearow, oh my god. So it would have been such a good shiny. But they just, took that away. They took away that bright coloring, that bright contrast, and they made them all the same shade. Ekans, not bad. It's a green snake, different from a purple. Right, C is middle of the road. Let's just get that out of the way. C is middle of the road. S is my favorites. A is really like. B is they're good. C is middle of the road. And then D and F is where I start to dislike. All right. So Ekans, middle of the road. Arbok, I have always wanted a shiny Arbok. Haven't got one yet, but I've always wanted one. Like, it's so good. The yellow's so good. And Mr. Toxic Bunny, how are we doing tonight? How are you doing, my guy? It has been a moment. It is good to see you, mate. I hope you've been doing well. I hope life's been treating you all right. Let me just... What did I just do? I feel like I did something different. Yes, we had a lot happen to where I got busy. Everything's fine now. We're fine. It's nothing to worry about. But a lot happened to where I needed to step away and do some other stuff. But I'm back. I got my streaming schedule back up, so we're good to go in full motion. I should be streaming, honestly, this whole week. Granted, nothing else pops up, and we should be back to our norming streaming schedule. I'm super excited to be back. I'm excited to be talking with you all again, so I'm excited to see you. I was hoping you'd show up for this. I'm doing a shiny ranking. Hopefully Mr. Toxic Bunny shows up, so he can get mad at my opinions on shinies. So, but I was thinking of the stream today, and I'm like, okay, I'm going back to streaming after being a couple weeks of not streaming. I'm like, what do I do on my comeback stream? Are diabolical? Really? Okay, hold on. Do you already I'm guessing you already disagree with a lot of them, and we're only a few Pokemon in. Let me guess. The shiny Charizard? Here, I'm gonna move that to up there. Okay. Are you serious? Thank you! Thank you! Someone else has said it! Oh my god! You know how much I appreciate that? Like, genuinely? Okay? Because again, at the end of the day, everything's opinion. Like, everyone is welcome to feel how they feel about Pokemon, how they look, what their favorite Pokemon are, what their least favorite are, the color palettes. That's fine. But my god, you say you hate shiny Charizard, or don't like shiny Charizard, or you don't like a black shiny, or a white shiny, and people just come for you. You are like the bane of their existence. You are Hellspawn. Okay? I'm not sure if you were here for the beginning of the stream, but I set out ground rules, right? My first one, I can't remember my first one, but one of my rules was that I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not a fan, right? I'm not a fan of black or white shinies. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's an absolute cop-out because that's not shiny. That is an absence of color. right? Because you're taking a Pokemon that has a color scheme, that has a palette, and you're just taking that away. You're putting it to one extreme and just taking away like the whole color wheel spectrum. But I also admitted, okay, I'm not going to sit here being a little hypocrite and not acknowledge it. I also stated that I do have a bias towards yellow and gold shinies. Though that's my favorite color, gold's my favorite color, so I have a little bit of bias towards them. I can admit that. Just like some people have a bias towards white or black shinies, and that's fine. Now, I will say, as I've said before, there are exceptions to the rules. Okay? There are going to be some white shiny Pokemon we come across and some black shiny Pokemon we come across where I will be like, that works. But most of the time, we will be seeing the white and black shiny Pokemon ranked lower. So, you know, that's just how that's going to be. So, moving on. Shiny Pikachu. In this format right here, right, when you see Pikachu like this on this palette, right, contrasted with the black background and the art for it, it honestly looks really good. But I know how shiny Pikachu looks in game, and it's not the best thing ever. But it's not the worst thing ever, right? It was. It was. And I know, like, they've kind of kept some of them because, like, you know, but, like, think of all the different shiny colors we had early on, okay? Like Heracross being that bright, vibrant pink. I mean, all this time, like, or like, okay, here's the thing. I talked about it, but, like, if they kept, right, Charmander and Charmeleon, I would have ranked Shiny Charizard higher. And they've tweaked some colors. Like, we've seen some shinies change over time. Like, they have tweaked shinies before. They can always do it again. Shiny Charizard, if it had Charmander and Charmeleon shiny scheme, or, like, palette, oh yeah, I would rank it so much higher. The purple was better. Yes, that's what I was trying to get to, yeah. If they had, like, the purple shiny Charizard from Gen 2 and like, Gen 3 was still kind of purple, I would have liked that. That would have been different. That would have been cool. And then, what was it, like, Gen 4 hit? Like, in Gen 4, they're just like, nah. Absolutely take away all color and make his wings just red. Like, the purple was so much better. And that's why I like shiny Charizard Y. It's like a callback to that nice purple. Mega Gigantamax Pikachu, you can't really tell. It's kind of bad. Raichu, I'm kind of indifferent to it. It's not bad by any means, but it's not good. He just looks a little bit sunburnt, and that's kind of what Pikachu's thing is too. They're a little bit sunburnt. They're not bad. Again, C tier is just middle of the road, neutral, and they're not bad. People love Chonky Pikachu so much, and I will say it's a fun Gigantamax form, right? Because that's the thing. Like, Mega and Gigantamax forms, just everyone has to just be like, oh, they have to be the coolest and most hard thing alive. And it's like, no. I like it when they're a bit goofy. Because not everything has to be intense and mean and fierce. Like, you can have fun with it. And that's what they did with Chonky Gigantamax Pikachu. And it's great. Alolan Raichu. I'll put it in B. I get why people like this one, right? And it's not like, right, the brown works with the yellow really good. It's nice. But it's not my favorite thing. However, it does give off that nice like chocolate vibes, and I appreciate it. It's a nice chocolate Raichu, and I think it's good. Um, yeah. So, again, there's some greens that I think are good that work really well. Oh yeah, I was gonna try to get through all the Pokemon tonight. I was gonna try to do all 1025 and all that. I don't think we're doing it all tonight. I was going to try to, but I realized how long it's taking already, how long I've already been streaming, and how far we are in the Pokedex. So I'm gonna stream just this tonight, and whatever we don't finish tonight, I will finish off in tomorrow's stream. So it's just gonna be a couple days of just shiny Pokemon rankings. And I'm not closing out this window because I made that mistake when I was just ranking Pokemon in like the normal tier list that I made. Like, what was it? Almost a year ago at this point. And I made the mistake of exiting out, and so when I rebooted it to do the next video, or like the next stream on my rankings, I had to go through and manually put all the Pokemon back in the slots so we knew where we were at. And so I'm just going to keep this tab closed. uh, the shiny, if they did like a deeper green, like, I think shiny Sandshrew would have been better, but it's still nice. I think it works. It's nice. It's good. I do like shiny Alolan Sandshrew because they don't take right because it's a settle change. It's one of those settle shinies that I was talking about, right? Because you can have a shiny that's just a little settle difference. This is one of those instances, right? They upped the coloring on the shell of Alolan Sandshrew, and they downed the coloring on his body, but it still is a color that pops. It's not a lack of color, it's just a different shade of that color. That the blue works really well. Sand Slash? Oh yeah, that red, his quills, those red quills and the yellow body, oh, they work so well together. It is such a good shiny. Now, is it my top of the tops? No. But honestly, usually it doesn't like matter where in the tier they are. I'm gonna just say that. For S tier it does because Charmeleon is my favorite Pokemon and they made it my favorite color. So it just makes sense to have Charmeleon be the top dog. And usually, so the tiers, where they are in the tiers doesn't matter. But just to show my appreciation for shiny Sandshrew, yeah, I'll put him at the top of the tier. Because that red is a very nice contrast from that brown, right? And it's not even like it's red. It's like a nice auburn, like a nice ash. Like a lava red, you know? It's good. And Alolan Sandslash, yeah. That dark blue, that deep blue contrasted with the light blue of the ice looks so good. Okay. So Nidoran female, they did the palette and color swaps and everything. They work good. It works good. It's nice that the purple looks good. It's solid. Nido Queen. I still think it works. Of course, I think everyone would have preferred, like, if it kept the purple that Nidoran and Nidorina kept. But the green still works, especially because, like, the plates, like the armor plates also changed. They're not the base color of what Nido Queen had. They're like a more pinkish kind of peachy color, which is nice and it's cool. I will say I do like Nidoran and Nidorina a little bit more, but the Nidoqueen still works. Uh, Nidoran, yeah, yeah. The blue on him is so good. I have one in Let's Go Pikachu. I think that was my first shiny that I hunted in not Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Nidoran was the first shiny I hunted in that. I got it fairly fast. I got it like after I think, what was it, 34 chains. I think I got it after a chain of 34 Nidorans, if not a little bit more. I saw it in the overworld. I captured that thing. I was so happy with it. It looks so good. It's so nice. And then they went gray for some reason with its evolution. I don't know why. They kind of took away that blue and they made it more rock colored. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's cool. But I wish they kept the same vibrancy of the blue. See? Good on you. You know what? Good on you. You good person. Because I couldn't do that. You kidding me? Nah, someone... nah. You might like it, but that's my Pokemon game. You ain't touching it. Even if I haven't touched a Pokemon game in years, you ain't touching it. You ain't having it. That's mine. So you know what? You better than me. I will say, like, the Let's Go games weren't the best thing. Like, I will appreciate them for what they were. You know, they were unique. They were a little spin-off. It's fine. I wasn't a huge fan of them just for the fact that the only way to train is to do the capture mechanic. And I just don't like the Let's Go capture mechanic. I don't. I wish... 5 brothers? 5 brothers? Nah. Nah. How did you survive? How are you still alive? Nah. That's crazy. Gosh, dang. I am sorry for your parents. Oh my God. Now, Nidoking. Okay. Nidoking, I wish it kept Nidoran's blue, right? That's probably controversial to say. But I wish it kept the same blue that Nidoran had. But I guess, like, it is kind of cool seeing just all 3, right? And that's the thing with the female Nidoran line, is that all the hues are different colors. And Nidoqueen obviously being the big standout, but Nidorino is kind of blue. It's grayish blue. It's kind of like a gravel colored. So it still kind of fits into that blue realm, I think. So it is kind of cool seeing like a different realm for each one. Okay. So I talked about how I do like settle shinies. But I don't know. Oh, wait. Okay. Because, like, the thing is, the green on the ears does work. The green looks nice. Okay? But all they really did was kind of make Clefairy and Clefable a bit more pale. And then gave them green ears. I'm going to go C tier. I don't hate them. I wish they did a little bit more, especially with Clefairy's wings. Who are we talking about? I do too, right? And that, like I've said, like, I don't mind shinies that are just like a subtle change. Sometimes that's all a Pokemon needs. To, like, be a nice shiny is just, like, change just some subtle details. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant or in your face. It can just be simple. And it's really nice. I like the green. Maybe if they just did something with like Clefairy's wings or something, I'd like it a little bit more. Clefairy and Clefable's wings. But I like them. They're not the worst thing. Shiny Vulpix. Man, my S tier is really just, yeah. Yeah, it's really just. Okay. I have a personal issue with this shiny. Because I haven't found it yet. And maybe we will go back in Scarlet and Violet one of these days and continue hunting for a shiny Alolan Vulpix. But let me tell you, it is so hard to tell the difference. Right? Like, the difference is there is with the eyes, right? It's the accents. The eyes, the ears, and the feet. The accents are very different, and it's easy to tell from there. But let me tell you, with Scarlet and Violet shaders, almost any Vulpix ends up looking shiny. And the amount of times I fell for a Vulpix and thought it was shiny when it wasn't, just because of the shading, oh my god. But I won't let that cloud my judgment. This one C. It's not bad. Honestly, it does look really, like, it looks elegant, right? I think that's the thing with Alolan Vulpix is shiny, is that it makes it look elegant. And I like that. Okay. So, Shiny Ninetales, nowhere close to as good as Shiny Vulpix. I absolutely adore the gold and orange and the green eyes. Pardon me. Excuse me. It's good. I wish they kept that same color scheme with Ninetales. Now, I get why they probably didn't. Because, like, it probably would look. My God, Chronozda, it's been quite some time. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, mate? It's been a minute. Now, like, right, the gray and the blue, or that, like, purple tips of the tails, whatever you want to call it, the navy, the purple, the violet. We'll call it violet. The tips work, right? Because Ninetales is supposed to be kind of this mythical, kind of ethereal, kind of spiritual Pokemon. And so I think the gray into the purple tips works. Well, I have that streaming schedule up, so you see that streaming schedule, you know when I'm streaming, that's when you'll catch me. Hopefully we'll see you back in the streams more frequently. I know it's super late for you, though. Isn't it like AM for you at this point? Aren't you in the AM? Over there in Germany? Oh my god! Nah, you crazy. 4 a.m. is diabolical. You know what? Great plug. Great plug. That's why you're modded, okay? That's why you mod. Gosh dang. That's good. Okay. So, I'll be honest, okay? I'll rank Alolan Vulpix with the same because, like, that nice light kind of low grayish purple it's got. Illegal. Hey, I see how you spelt that. But I don't know about you. There is something about how Alolan Ninetales looks that creeps me out, right? Alolan Ninetales looks creepy. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like... What do you mean? It's just my... I drink about 3 of these a day. I'm not even lying. I will fill this thing up about 3 times a day. I go through so much water. And I filled this thing up for stream. I filled this up right before I started streaming. I'm already like halfway done. I am going to need to pee so bad later on. And you know what? Hold on. You can't see me. You can barely see me, but I'm here. Oh, you haven't seen the room set up yet? Hold on. I'm bringing you down. Yeah, I got collectibles over here. I got the shelves back there. More shelves over there. Collectibles kind of lining the wall. I got the poster boards. There's the chair. Gurren Lagann. Some ReZero. Just fully decked out. Then, we got all the consoles. Love it. It's great. I'm really happy we got our the setup moved into here. It's very nice. I still have yet to set up though my LED lights. I gotta do that. I should have done that while I was off from streaming for a couple weeks, but I will get to just... Okay, no. We ain't doing ReZero dirty like that. No. ReZero, amazing. If it wasn't for Pokemon, top anime right there. ReZero is so good. Absolute just... I'm so excited for Season 4. Season 4 is coming out this year. So dang excited. Who needs an overpowered main character? We get those in every other show. Cool. Dude, it's not even that it's a cool power. It's a torture power. Because, nobody wants that. And I think that's the coolest thing, is, we see Subaru throughout the series. Gosh dang, you got me off on a tangent now. Good on you. But, Subaru's power... It's a curse. It's not a power, it's a curse. And we see throughout the series, right? We see throughout the show his struggle with it. How it mentally just takes a toll on him. We see him try to live with that. We try to see what the limitations are. We see the rules that apply with it. We see how he handles it. It's so good. Yeah, no, because you can go and try and talk trash about ReZero. Yeah, nah, it just triggers something in me. So, you know what? Good job. Good job. Making me throw markers and everything in here. But I had to take a seat because I'm just walking around nonstop, and so my heels are killing me right now. So I did go ahead and I switched to seating. Let me go ahead. Let me make my face cam just a little bit smaller. Okay. So, Mr. Toxic Bunny, you better only have good things to say if you do like settle shinies like I do. I have come to terms as of lately, and not as of lately, the past few months, the Igglybuff line, easily in my top 10. I have grown just this obsession and love for Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, and Wigglytuff. They're such good Pokemon. I love them so much. They're such goofy little guys. And honestly, Igglybuff was one of my first shinies that I ever got. and I used it in a Nuzlocke. I don't know what you're talking about. Not at all. How do I ban the streamer is crazy? I really like the coloring. Like, cause like the color, the pink changes hue and the pop of the eyes. It's honestly the eyes, right? The eyes pop in such a way that's really nice and just really present. And that's the kind of like subtle change that I really enjoy. Cause like Wigglytuff becomes like a more pinkish purple. The tint on Jigglypuff goes down a little bit. The only one that in the line isn't good is Igglybuff. When it comes around to Igglybuff does have a special place in my heart, but I can admit that Igglybuff Shiny is bad. It is very hard to tell the difference. But with Shiny Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, they have just enough of difference so you can see it, and it's a nice one to have. Right? Because it doesn't ruin the original Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. How many times will I say it before the words just grow numb? To where I feel like the shiny makes it so it's like, do you prefer like darker hues or do you prefer lighter hues, right? Because the normal is a bright pink, blue eyes. The shiny is a dark pink with green eyes. So, I have a very soft spot for these shinies. I love them so much. Okay. The colors. These are good greens. I did not mean to put it in S tier, but these are really good greens. These are examples of a green shiny done good. Okay? Not every green shiny is abhorrent like everyone tries to make them out to be. This is a good green shiny. And Oddish fits into that too. Gloom gets that yellow, and it almost makes me want to put it higher, but honestly, it's not as vibrant of an emerald green as I'd like it. If the green was a bit more vibrant, oh yeah, it would probably go an S. And Vileplume, the green and the orange contrast is so good. The green and the orange contrast is so good. They honestly like did solid with this evolution line. Paris. Oh, I'm sorry, Paris. Paris got a little bit sunburnt. It's like a nice deep orange. So like you can tell the difference. It's not great, but it's something. Now, if you know, I plan on making a second ranking of just Pokemon in general, because I feel like opinions of some Pokemon have changed a lot. Like, I don't know, I forget where I ranked Parasect in my normal rankings. I know it was an F. But going back now, oh yeah, Parasect as a Pokemon would be an F. I despise Parasect and everything it stands for, because they did my boy Paris so dirty. This sucks. Because I'm not being biased on the Pokemon. I am doing this strictly on the colors. It is a shiny ranking stream. That is what we're doing. It is based on the shiny colors. The colors are so good! And I hate that the colors are so good! Because I hate Parasect so much! I hate this Pokemon, but the colors are so good. They take it from the orange and they just are like, hold on, let's change the tint of the mushroom and let's make his body golden. And Parasect is a virus. It's a parasite. Because I'm doing it on color. I'm not going to be biased towards any Pokemon. I'm being
subjective, purely based on the color, and I have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, Parasect would be going in F. But because the shiny color is so good, I have to do it. No! Just, like, if you know the lore of Parasect in any way, if you know the lore of Parasect and Paris in any way, Paris I adore. Paris is just a little dude trying to survive off the mushrooms leeching off his life force. You evolve Paris. You are willingly allowing the mushrooms to take over your Pokemon. You're just being a bad trainer by letting the mushroom take over your Pokemon and kill it. I can't do that to poor Paris. Parasect is just a leech in life. All Parasects need to be eradicated from existence. But its colors are good. Its colors are good. Venonat. The blue is really good. I do wish they did something more with the body. They kind of what is it? Kind of shaded the purple a little bit to where it's not as vibrant of a purple. But it honestly works, right? It works because they brought down the shade of the purple, which allowed the blue of the eyes to pop even more off the body, right? And I think that's kind of what they were going for, is like bring down the tonage of the body, up the contrast of the eyes. Because Venonat's purple is just there. It's fluffy, it's bright purple, it's in your face. And by allowing to bring the purple down a little bit, kind of fade it, that's what it is, fading. They faded the purple a little bit, and they upped just the bright blue of the eyes. It works. In the same realm, Blue Venomoth, solid. Blue Venomoth is so good. They just changed the purple to blue, and it works. It works really good. Diglett. Yep. Change the nose. Cool. It's a nice, it's a cool blue. But gosh dang, you could have done so much. You couldn't have done a lot. I'm lying. It is four pieces. It is 2 round eyes, a round nose, and a round body. They didn't have a whole lot to work with. Maybe if they changed the color of the eyes or something. Or just made the hue of the body a tad bit more different. Because, right, the body is different. It's a light tan compared to the dark brown. Or the brown of it. Now, having said that, I do like my sunburnt Alolan Diglett. I can't lie. My sunburnt Alolan Diglett, I love it. It's great. It's cool. I think it's fun. So the same things go for their evolutions because it's just more Diglett together. Shiny Meowth. There's a difference between settle, like just a nice little change, and then something that's hard to tell, right? Because the pink, if they did it in like the ear, they did do it in the ears. But like if they also did it like in the paws or like did something with the body other than just the extended parts, right? Like it just changed the tips of the toes, the tip of the tail, the ears. And yes, his body is a different color of like yellow tan. It's just not enough to really make it stand out too much. And that kind of goes with Gigantamax Meowth. Alolan Meowth? Yeah, the blue's good. The blue's a like nice change from the normal gray that Alolan Meowth is. God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my bias. Oh, my bias is so heavy. Oh, my bias is sickening. Oh, it sickens me. I remember seeing shiny Alolan, oh no, shiny Galarian Meowth, and I'm like, this is amazing. This is phenomenal. They went and they just made his fur just great. Oh, God. I swear not every yellow and gold shiny will go into S tier, just most of them will, okay? You just vomited? What do you mean you just vomited? What? That's wild. You're sick? Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. Do you have like the flu or is it the flu? Dude, you need to be resting right now if you sick. You gotta get like that. You gotta like get the cloth on you. You gotta be drinking your water. Are you staying hydrated? I will reach through this screen and bottle feed you my water if you are not drinking and staying hydrated. Oh, tonsillitis? Oh, God. Yo, I am sorry to hear that, though. Okay, I do hope you get better. I know you'll get better eventually. I know it sucks right now, so I'm glad that you're managing to. I don't know what I'm saying. Just I hope you get better, my guy. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. My healing wishes go out to you. Just little jazz fingers through the screen. I'm so sorry. Ah, what is it like to be normal? Ah, I really wish I knew how to be normal. That would be nice. Oh, anyway. Okay. Shake him violently. Just get the sickness out of him. Just shake it loose. Oh, God. Okay. So, they changed Persian's tint enough to where it keeps it from F. Persian's not good. I don't like it, but it could be worse, I guess. I don't know why I'm not putting it in F. That's crazy. It's... Son of a gun. Come on now. I'll do the same thing with Alolan Persian, just that blue. Right? Because it's not like... It's like a midnight blue. It looks really good. It's nice. It's not like... I think if they went Venomoth blue or something, I wouldn't like it as much. I think the blue they went with, compared to the normal gray they are, is good. I think it works. Psyduck, I think that nice bright blue, it works. It works. I was gonna try to say that like, oh, I'm not a huge fan of blue shinies. Most blue shinies look good if they're done right. They did Psyduck right. They did him good. Like just he looks ethereal. He looks ethereal, right? I keep saying that word wrong. He looks ethereal. He looks like a space duck, and I love it. It's great. I know. It's good. Golduck, they did him dirty. If they kept just this bright, vibrant blue, yeah, I probably would have ranked Golduck higher, but the blue that they went with on him, with the beak color, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Mankey? Mankey's not bad. I like the green. It's not the worst. This is an example of a bad green, right? There is good green, right? Like all these A's. These are good greens. Then there's whatever Primeape is. That is literal just baby doo-doo. If you were to change a diaper on a child, that is after they've had like Gerber peas. Like Gerber pea flavored mush. That is what that color is. Okay, these, like Zubat and Golbat, are not yellowish green. Those are a nice deep green. Okay, these are deep greens. These are nice. Along with Kakuna and Beedrill. They're deep green. What are you talking about? This is deep green. I'm looking. Like this is almost not green. This is almost doo-doo brown. Just about. Like Primeape is not good compared to Mankey. Mankey's green is like a mint. That's a crazy thing to say. That is a crazy thing to say about Nidoqueen. That's crazy. Ah! Moving on. Gosh dang it. My bias towards gold Chinese is so heavy. I'm sorry. It's just, I see it. I'm like, oh, I really prefer that over their normal colors. Like, hardcore. They're so good. It's just such nice coloring. And again, like, my views of these Pokemon are Ness. And my normal rankings, Pokesystem is crazy. I swear it's legit just I'm a sucker and I just have a weak spot for yellow and gold shinies. It just has a hold on me. Pokesystem's crazy. Well, see, like Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff are in the S tier. They're not yellow. There is exceptions to the rules. So Poliwag, very interestingly, it was in my Pokemon Sun playthrough back when Pokemon Sun came out. After I beat the game, I went through hatching eggs, and for some reason, I was putting Poliwags in the nursery. Don't know why. I legit, just for some reason, was like, let's keep a Ditto in the daycare. And I just started taking random Pokemon and sticking them with Ditto. And I'm not kidding you. I think it was the very first egg, or it was the second egg of Poliwag that I hatched. And I looked at it on the screen as it was hatching. And before the shiny stars went off, I went, that Poliwag looks a bit different. I saw the blue hue. I'm like, is that not That's not the normal color, is it? And then like 2 seconds later, just a pew pew, the stars shot off. I'm like, oh, I just hatched my first shiny Pokemon. Wow! And best day ever. It was great. Um, so I do like the bright blue on them. I think the bright blue works. And the green on Poliwrath ain't bad. You know, it could be worse. They could have gone with a deeper green. But at the same time, the green they have on Poliwrath, I feel like works for a frog. Abra's bad. I don't like Abra's colors. Alakazam, a little bit better. But they just took my boy. They took the beautiful yellow. They took the beautiful yellow that Abracadabra and Alakazam had. And for Abra and Kadabra, for some reason, they gave them the suds. You know what I'm talking about? From SpongeBob. They... That's crazy! Yo, I forgot they did that. I don't like that. But, like, the colors. This is what they did. They took away... Like, right? SpongeBob has that, like, bright, vibrant yellow. That deep yellow. And then the suds just took that away. It just drained it of him. That is exactly... This is exactly what they did with Abra and Kadabra. They took the yellow and just took it away. And I just can't appreciate it. The Alakazam, though, the pink pops. I like the pink. The pink looks good. Honestly, Alakazam's actually getting ranked higher. Now that I think about it, the hue of the yellow changed a little bit, but not in a bad way. And the brown turned to pink, kind of making his body and kind of the armor or gear he has on pop even more, and it looks good. And Mega Alakazam, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that looks good. That vibrant pink, you gotta love it. It's really good. Machop is bad. Machoke, pretty good. And then Machamp, yeah. Rock Fister's crazy. That's crazy. But all their greens are different. Machop's just, I don't know. They made him brown. They made him, I don't know. They made him a very ugly green. And I don't like it. Machoke has the blue to contrast that green, and honestly it works. It kind of looks like he has glow sticks kind of strapped to his arm, and I dig that. It's kind of cool. And then Machamp is just like, how about we take that green and just amp it up a little bit more? And I dig it. It's not the green I prefer, like Zubat here, but it's still a good green. Give me just a sec. Crazy. Okay. I've talked about it before, but we have a Samsung washer and dryers, so they just make a tune or make a sound whenever something goes on with them. I was hearing the ding 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 that it does if something's wrong with it. So I was just being quiet to make sure I heard that. Yeah, I had to go fix my washer because the load I had in it wasn't cooperating too well. So I just had to fix that real quick. That's all. Anyway, back to it. I'm out of breath. Yo, gotta get some water in me. So, the next Mons, okay? I won't put Bellsprout in S. I do love the yellow they gave him, but he almost looks like he's dead. And the coloring, yes, it's good. I like it. But there's something about it that doesn't quite fully sell me. Hold on. Because if we're talking about the early sprites, right, like if we're talking like the 2D or it is really good though. Like seeing it, I do have one. We're not going to talk about it. It's fine. But Bellsprout goes to B, or Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell. Again, another good example of a green shiny. It's good. It's clean. The blue lips to help contrast the coloring, right? Because the leaves are also brown, like they're wilted leaves. Which, might not be the best and healthiest thing for it. But the contrast of like the brown green and then just the smallest bit of blue, it works really well. And I like it. Okay. So, Tentacool and Tentacruel, honestly, super solid shinies. They keep kind of that essence of their normal colors with the blues of the bodies, and they just kind of turn them one way or the other from the blue, and it's really nice. But those green gems, those like teal gems on their body, so good from the red. It's so good. Those gems just pop. They're so good. The gems are amazing. They did so good. Because, like, if they just changed the body color, it would not work as well. These green, bluish, these teal gems just make this shiny so good. I mean, come on! It's a gold rock. They basically made him gold. It's so good. They just made him a nugget of gold. It's so good. They made him a gold nugget. It's great. And then this is still really good. It's super solid. It's a nice orange. It works. This, it's okay. It's better than the gray. You gotta get out of here? Okay. Take it easy, man. Thank you for joining me for so long. It was nice having you, man. You take it easy. You take care of yourself, all right? I'll catch you later. So, shiny Alolan Grappler. The thing that throws me off about it is the gold nuggets in it with the brown. I've seen, I think it was Tumblr. Was it Tumblr? I don't know. I had a Tumblr account for like a month, maybe, way back when. And I think I saw a comment about someone's who was at the door? What you mean? Oh. Oh, were you not here for that? Okay. My washer was making sounds. My washer will notify me if something's wrong with it. And it did. I had an unbalanced load in my washer, so I had to go and I had to fix the load I had in my washer so it could work properly again. That's all it was. Yeah, it pops up UB on the interface, and that just means that it on balance load. It was a load of blankets. I didn't put enough in there for it to properly spin around, and so the heavy blankets that I had in there didn't balance out with the rest of the load. That's all it was. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I saw a Tumblr post about one time how someone compared Shiny Alolan Graveler to a turd that had corn kernels in it, and I haven't been able to move past that. Ever since I read that, all I see when I look at Alolan Graveler is just a turd with corn pellets in it, and it's just absolutely ruined it for me. It's a rough times. It's rough times. Say no, for real though. That is very accurate. That's so good. Alolan Golem. I mean, Golem. I feel like they could have done more with him. I mean, they whitewashed Gollum, actually, is what they did. They actually whitewashed Gollum. They took the coloring of, like, his reptile features, and they're just like, take away the color. I will. I do have Fs. Like Shiny Slowpoke. Okay, we'll just jump to it. Shiny Slowpoke. It's so hard to tell the difference. I remember encountering this thing in Scarlet and Violet, and I almost ran away from it and had it despawn. Because on Casseroya Lake, okay, we'll get to Slowpoke in no, I think, yes, actually they did. Hold on. I can't spell. Right, because this has like, yeah, see, it used to be so much easier to tell. Right, like Gen 2 probably had the best because it used to be purple. But then the earlier generations, it was easy to tell. Like the 2D sprites made it easy. Like it went from that dark, vibrant pink to like a pale pink. Did they? They did! No, you're right. What? Oh, that's so good! Oh, that's so good! See, this is like the subtle changes we were talking about, but a good one. That is amazing. Shiny Slowpoke in Legends EA features a vibrant purple color reminiscent of its original Gen 2 design, replacing the muted pink of recent titles. That's crazy. Good call. Good call on that. Good job. This is the version we have, though, and this is the one that I caught in Scarlet. So I'm going based off this pale pink. This pale pink It's so hard to tell. It's bad. But Legends EA, oh yeah, no. If we were talking Legends EA Slowpoke, we're probably talking B tier, B to A tier. That purple, like I'm happy you pointed that out. That looked so good. Oh my god. See, they can change shinies. They just refuse to. Like, there are some Pokemon that, like, would be so easy to just change the palette just a little bit to make it actually good. Shiny Golem, I actually do like Shiny Alolan Golem. They did it so much better than they did normal Golem. Normal Golem got done so bad. Yeah, we'll get to Gengar. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's, yeah. Ponyta? B. Okay, because all they did was change the color of the flames. And while, yes, the flames look good, the body didn't change at all. And if they made... Yeah, I can look that up. Oh, so there's a good picture. Yeah, nah. They didn't really change that at all. It is just more muted. It's yeah, nah. That's the yeah, nah, that's bad still. Oh, that's such a shame. Um if they changed yeah, it's like gray. It's like grayish black, yeah. If they changed just a little bit, they didn't need to do anything too rampant, but if they changed like the hue of Ponyta's body a little bit more, I think it would have been cool or higher ranked, but all they changed is the flames. And Ponyta is just a Pokemon that looks so naked. I'm sorry, Ponyta and Rapidash are just such naked looking Pokemon. And I feel like if they changed the color of the body for the shinies, I feel like I would like Ponyta and Rapidash more. But with the color scheme, the body, they just look like they've been shaved bald. I just can't get past that. That they needed for the shiny to just change the color of the body. I will like yeah, these are about the same. The teal looks good, but I miss the purple, right? So I wanted just they look naked. That's all it is. Their color makes them look naked. And like they could have with the shiny, they could have made it like a nice brown, or like they could have made the body like mudbray colored, like a orangish brown almost. It's they could have done something different with the body, I feel. It's pony. I know, but ponies don't look like that. Like, look, they have like a nice brown coat. Like, see, nice brown coats. They have coloration. That one's got pants. No, we are not looking at no. We're not looking at the rainbow. But like, there's so many colors, and then they go with this like skin color. It's a skin color. This is like a skin colored pony. I don't like it. And then Yo, I only know the names of the what is it? They're the Gen 4, right? Those are the Gen 4 My Little Ponies. My sister really loved My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic growing up. And so, like, it was just always playing. And so I learned the name of all the Pokemon. There's Rainbow Dash, there's Rainbow Sparkle, Applejack, Rarity, Spike is the dragon. Then there's Fluttershy. Yo, you know what? Good night. That's the end. That's the end of this. I'm not. No. After what you've just been saying about smashing ponies, nah, I'm good. I'm. What? What? You're gonna look at that screen for a second. I feel like I'm about to be led down. It's a place. It's a place. In Austria? Hold on. Are you talking about this? They're horrifying. Like, that is so... Oh, I don't like that. No, that's a thing. This is a thing. My Little Pony Equestria. No, they're horrifying. That's so uncanny. Jesus. Also, the shiny was revealed for this dude. Oh my god, I fell in love. This shiny, amazing. 10 out of 10, no notes. It's perfect. Great shiny. Slowbro, really good. I actually like it a lot. The purple looks really nice. Mega Slowbro, a little less. The shell's kind of cool. No, you're fine. To each their own, you know. If that's where you're going, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I didn't know human My Little Ponies were a thing, and that's just horrifying. That's out there. It just threw me for a loop. I was not expecting. I didn't think that was an actual thing because it just sounded. Why would ponies be humans? And it's an actual show. That's crazy. Oh gosh, dang it. Shiny Galarian Slowbro is not as good as normal Slowbro. But it's still good. I'll put it in B. I really wish like Galarian Slowpoke just has such a good yellow, and then they just don't keep it. Like, why? You're the one that gave it to me. I wasn't expecting to see ponies standing on their hind legs like it's normal. Like they're trying to be part of society. Nah. No, they're wearing skirts. No. They're horses. If they were wearing like khakis, like if you got no. What? Horse. Like this. They did this. They did this on Shark Tank. They put a pair of pants on horses. Okay, if they kept the My Little Pony characters on all fours and then made them wear pants like that, alright, that's fine. But no, they made them humans and wear human clothes like it's nothing. Nah. Like, this is what I think of when I think of like a horse wearing clothes or like pants, not whatever My Little Pony was doing. They were smoking. They were smoking something. They were. Oh, this dude? Oh yeah, nah. This dude's top dog right here. It's so... Hey, look at this dude. All looking dapper as can be. See, this, I'd be 100% behind this. It has a weed. Gosh dang. Okay. Magnemite. Yeah, I like it shiny. It's shiny's really good. It's son of a gun. I wish the magnets were a bit more colorful with its shiny. But it still looks really good. Yeah. I can't lie, it's S. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Especially if you look at it in Scarlet and Violet. Like it is literally gold. Gold is my favorite color. Gold's my favorite color. And they went and they made a gold steel ball. And yeah, no, it's good. It's S. You're right. I was debating it because of the black magnets. I'm not a huge fan of the black magnets, but it's a gold. It's gold. They made it gold. I love it. Farfetch'd. B. It's a subtle change from his brown, but it's good enough to be like, it gives it a little bit more brightness to it, and I like it. Galarian Farfetch'd. I'll be honest, I actually gotta look this one up. Because that sprite... Hold up. Diabolical, by the way. That diabolical joke you tried to make. Yeah, that's F. I'm sorry. The fact that I had to look it up to see what the shiny was, and the fact that that was that little of a change in the shiny. Now, that's a bad shiny. I will admit that's a bad shiny. The Doduos, you know what? Honestly, this is a green where I don't hate it, but it's not that good. It's a pale green, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I like the darker, deeper greens. Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, though they aren't good. I wish they should have made them like ice blue or something. They could have done so much more, or they could have made them gray. I know gray's not really shiny. Like it doesn't give the shiny vibes. Or they could have done like literally any color on the color wheel spectrum and have it be something. Um, yeah, these are bad. Shiny Grimer, I like it. It's good. I don't like shiny. It is. They are. That is completely fair to call Seal and Dugong that. Yeah, they are just. They have been urinated on, and it changed their tint a little bit. I don't like shiny Alolan Grimer because I feel like it's just a cop out. They're just like, huh, make it Grimer's colors. No, don't do that. Do something different. Like, yeah, Alolan Grimer has Grimer's shiny color, but the green is different, and there's other things on it to contrast it. Um, and also, shiny Grimer came first. They made Alolan Grimer copy off what normal Grimer looks like, and I just think that's cheap. The green on Muck is different from the green on Grimer, and I don't like it as much. From that's crazy. Alolan Muck, same thing. I much prefer normal Alolan Muck's color scheme. Right? Alolan Muck is so cool. I love it. It's great how the colors kind of rotate and kind of move across it. I love it. And the green helps. The purple, it's just a cop out. It's just, let's make it Muck colors. No. Like, don't. There was so much more they could have done. And they just changed the green to purple. And I don't dig that. Shelder? Yeah, no, Shelder's S. I love Shelder. The orange? Oh, it's so good. Shiny Shelder is so good. I love it. I agree. It's really good. Shiny Cloyster is good. I actually really like the blue. It's not as good as Shiny Shelter, though. I wish they made Cloyster also orange. And that's why, you know what? I'm going to put it in B tier. I wish it kept the shiny colors. Right? If it kept this orange, oh yeah. Right in S immediately. But Shiny Ghastly. Okay, here's the thing. Shiny Ghastly and Shiny Haunter aren't as bad. In fact, I actually really like Shiny Ghastly quite a bit. The purple of Ghastly's ball is really nice, and the blue that kind of shoots off it is really good. This is a good purple. Oh, no worries. I'll be streaming for longer. Yeah. Honestly, no. Never mind. You ain't surviving 5 nights. Sorry. Best of luck to you. You didn't wind up the present box, whatever it is. The puppet's coming to get you. But Shiny Ghastly is honestly really solid. I really like it. It's a subtle change, but it's one that works because you can actually tell, and it complements the normal Ghastly colors. Shiny Haunter, I also enjoy. It's really good. What? Um, but the Blue Haunter, Blue. Okay, so I don't know if you knew this, but Shiny Haunter back in the day, back when it was sprites, right? Okay, because like I'm talking back in sprites. If you look at the sprites are really good. Also, the Gen 3 sprite is probably one of the coolest looking haunters we got. That is so cool. Also, Gen 2, look at that shiny haunter. That's amazing. That he's kind of been like nullified a little bit, but in the earlier generations, he had a blue outlining. On his sprites, he had a blue outlining on his sprite, on his body. So you could tell that like he was shiny. It was really cool. Because the normal Haunter had a red outline. But a shiny Haunter had a blue outline to kind of show that shiny color a little bit more. And it worked really well and it was really good. And now it's just all that's changed is the tongue. And the tongue is cool that the colors change, but it's not the same thing as if it kept that lining, if it kept the bold outlines. Um, so his shiny got nerfed a little bit. I don't think we got stay on Gengar for too long. It's bad. You can't really tell it's shiny. Like you can tell, it's just very difficult and it's not fun. I'll put this. I'll put it in A. Because I feel like it fits because it's a ghost. And most depictions of ghost are like white. So it works. I think it would have been cool if they made it blue. Like if they kind of kept the blue theme that Ghastly and Haunter had, and they kind of just went heavy on that, like kind of like a bright luminescent blue. But the white's good. This is one of those instances, right, where I talked about where I don't like white or black shinies because it's just an absence of color. And I feel like it's a cheap out for a shiny Pokemon. But there are instances where I said there are exceptions to the rules where a white or black shiny Pokemon looks good. This is an exception because I think of it as Gengar's a ghost. Ghosts are usually depicted as white ghouls. So it works. It's good. Shiny Gigantamax also does the same thing. And it works well. It looks good. It looks cool. Onyx. This is a green that I don't like. I like most, or I don't like most green shinies, but I do like green shinies. I've come around to like quite a bit of them. But this green, it's not doing it. It's just not doing it for me. However, I mean, I gotta give credit where credit is due. The pink kind of goes crazy on Drowsy and Hypno. The contrast from their normal yellow colors. And the cool thing about Drowsy, right, is that they even changed the brown. They didn't just change the yellow. They also changed the brown to be that maroon color. And I feel like that adds so much to it. That's crazy. I think Shiny Hypno, like you see it in that, it's like, oh dang, It just catches your eye immediately. It's really good. Shiny Krabby. It's really good. The yellow looks good. I like it. Kingler. They didn't do it justice. If they made it yellow, like they did if they kept that yellow, oh, Kingler would go so hard. It would look so good. But nah, they changed that color and now he's a green crab. And it upsets me. Same thing with the Gigantamax form. The giant green claw, it's kind of nice. It kind of pops out a little bit. But I mean, it's just... Now, they're still good. They're just not as good as Krabby. Shiny Voltorb, yeah, they get an A. These are an instance where black shinies work well. I mean, they just do. I think the blue pops. The blue looks really good. The black looks really good. These are one of the instances where I think the black shinies look good. I really like them. I also have personal bias with these because of my Pokemon Crystal playthrough when a shiny Electrode I randomly encountered blew up on me. And so I have 20 plus, about 20 of these in my box in Scarlet and Violet because of my vendetta against the one that blew up on me in Crystal. Yep. And then that's a... And... Uh-huh. Have I? There hasn't been a whole lot of black shinies yet. We haven't really got to the black shinies yet. And there hasn't been many white shinies either. Cubone. Okay, so now also there has been with Charizard. Charizard I have in D. I have Charizard in D. You see that? He's leading the D charge right now. And shiny Gigantamax Charizard's in C. So, already proven wrong. Next case. Case closed. Shiny Cubone, it's okay. It's fine. Shiny Marowak, I think, works better. I do like Shiny Marowak a bit more than Shiny Cubone. I think the green works better. Shiny Alolan Marowak is odd because the body kind of just changes. They could have done something with the flames too, but at the same time, I feel like the flames already worked really well with the bone. I honestly feel like I probably wouldn't be as... I'd probably like the shiny less if they changed the color of kind of the ghoulish teal flames on his club. So honestly, they did fine with them. Yeah, nah. We get through these cases. I got places to be. I can't be spending all day on a single case. No need for a jury. I am the judge, the jury, the people, the voice, the eyes. I'm everything, okay? You step into my court. It's whatever I want it to be. It's my court. I make the rulings here. For all you could know. I'm like, next case, second they second they come through the doors, they don't even get to their podium, to their desk. I'm just like, yeah, case closed, out of here. What's the ruling? You don't get one. It's done for. Out of here. They'll be in forever purgatory on whether they won the case or not. Hitmonlee. Yeah, nah. That's another bad green shiny. Hitmonchan, another bad green shiny. The gloves are cool, but that's about the only thing redeeming it. You're 20 bucks, basically. Yo, if they ever put me on a jury, it's gonna be the worst decision because I'm just gonna do whatever I can to get out there. I don't want to be sitting down for hours to days to weeks on end going over a case. That's not for me. You put me on a murder case. I mean, don't do that. I don't want. I don't want to like be. I don't want my decision to like determine someone's fate. I'm not the person for that. I'm not good at that. Okay, that would not me. Okay, the cream. uh, but you put me in the seat as a judge. Oh yeah, nah, I'm causing havoc. The jury, don't put me on the jury. That would be awful. But oh yeah, nah, you make me a judge. Oh yeah, nah, everyone's gonna be despising me. But you know what? I'm the judge. I make the rules. Coughing is solid. Coughing is pretty dang solid. I gotta say, I do like it. I appreciate it. It's good. And honestly, Galarian Wheezing's not even bad because they're just making it kind of like that rustic kind of oh, what is it called? There's literally it's a style where people like gears and everything and they like the whole metal aesthetic. I forget what it's called, but that's basically what Galarian Wheezing reminds me of. He's like a rusted chimney, and I dig that. Or he looks more like the buildings brass. He looks cool. Steampunk, yes, thank you so much. Steampunk. That's what Galarian Wheezing reminds me of. He reminds me of a steampunk version. I like it. uh Rhyhorn, I actually like Rhyhorn Shiny. I actually think it's really cool. I think it's good. Rhydon, nah, they did it bad. Chansey, not a bad green. Tangela, yeah, nah, that green. Shiny Tangela is so good. I'm honestly tempted to put it in S. I'm not even lying. I'm putting it in S. Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good green. And honestly, like, because like the blue on Tangela doesn't look bad, right? But it feels like a muted blue, and then the green makes it a sharp, like, in your face green, and I love it so much. And this makes him look more like a bunch of tangled vines. I think it's great. Kangaskhan. Yeah, Kangaskhan isn't good. No, the only one that really matters is Charmeleon. Because again, Charmeleon is my favorite Pokemon, and then they did the best thing like possible with him, and they made him my favorite color in being gold/yellow. And so he's like the only one that's like ranked in a position. Like he is the highest tier he can be. Most of the other ones are just it's just in the tiers. They can be like swapped and changed around. Um as like yeah. Um Horsey, I love this teal. What they did with I have three. I have three shiny Horsies in Scarlet and Violet. I think I actually did it on stream. I can't remember if I did it on stream, but I got three shiny Horsies, one for each stage because all the colors are very different. But shiny Horsey is easily my favorite out of the three. It's such a good teal color, right? Because it's not quite blue, but it's not quite green. It's just that perfect middle ground to get away from that like normal blue that he's associated with. But Cedra is A because the stomach and the tips are a nice blend in with the body color. Why is the line? Oh, okay. Oh, but yeah, no, Cedra's great. I love Cedra. Not as much as Horsey, but Cedra's really good too. Goldeen, it's good. It's okay. I do like the yellowish tint they gave it. I just wish they made the body a different color. I wish they did more than just change the orange, right? They brightened it up, made it more yellow, and I liked that. I wish they did something with the body. Like if they made like the body like pink or orange or something, oh yeah, it would be much higher. But they just changed the tint. It had a lot more potential. Seeking, I do like how they brightened up the orange. That's crazy. Because it used to be the deep orange, now it's like a bright orange. It works. I like it. Staryu, right? Staryu's not exactly white. It's almost like you know those like glow in the dark lights that you put on your ceiling, like glow in the dark stars for ceiling. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, these. This is what shiny Staryu reminds me of right here. This is what shiny Staryu reminds me of. These things right here. And I like it. I will put it in B. It's super solid. It's good. I'm tempted to put it in A. But no. Yeah, more, yeah. It's greenish platinum, yeah. Shiny Starmie also goes in the same tier. They're both good colors for different reasons, right? Because they're both very different styles, but I think they both work. Now, would I preferred Starmie if Starmie was Staryu's colors? Yeah, but at the same time, Starmie's colors work really well. I think these are both color schemes that work very good for the Pokemon, and they're fine how they are. Mr. Mime. See, I like the green. I do. I don't think there's really much else they could have done to honestly make him better. And honestly, for that reason, you know what? Mr. Mime's going in B. The green really works. I really like the green on him. It kind of pops. It kind of just, bam, right there. I like it. Yeah, nah. Galarian Mr. Mime, though, that's garbage. It's just, Scyther, I actually don't mind. They changed the green a little bit. To a green, I actually prefer. I actually prefer the green on shiny Scyther. I think it looks good. It works well. The pink little ligaments in between look very nice. In fact, I'm moving him up to B. Oh, the shiny Galarian Mister. Yeah, no, it's just bad. Again, I like subtle differences, like Shiny Scyther. Shiny Scyther isn't a drastic change, it's just minimal, but it works. This isn't minimal. This is like, let's just change the hue by like point 0.1. Shiny Jinx, she gets a pink dress and it goes from red to pink. I don't mind it. Got his oh, you know what? Yeah, he kind of did, didn't he? Kind of like that cartoonish, like red throbbing if someone gets hit on the head or gets their finger stamped in the door and it just turns to that red color. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's a funny visual. I like that. I like the buzz. Not bad. The orange is okay. Magmar, honestly, like that pink is so good. That's a shiny right there. You look at shiny Magmar and it's like, oh yeah, nah. Your flames, oh you shining. I like that pink. It works good. It's great. This super solid shiny as well. The blue works from its typical brown. I like it. It's good. Shiny. Like the anytime I look at Pinsir, I gotta debate if I like it or not, just because I don't know. The weird contrast. It's a weird blue, right? To me, it's a weird blue. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, you know what? It's different. It's unique. I like it. Because it's almost falls into purple. Like that blue, it's violet. It basically looks violet. And the contrast with the pincers kind of threw me for a loop at first. I mean, they're basically the same thing. I like them both. It took me a moment to kind of grow to like them, but I do like them. Shiny Tauros, it's not bad. It could be much worse. It's not the best looking green. In fact, I swear. I spelt that so wrong. Didn't it used to be? Yeah. See, in the early generations, it used to be yellow and green. This used to be a dope. I like this. I wish they did this again. Kind of made the main emerald colored. Because, like, this used to be. This is good. This Gen 4 and Gen 5 sprite is really nice. Then, obviously, when it went to 3D, it got muted a little bit. It's still good, but I wish they went back to this. Tour. We know what to do with these. They could have done more with them, and they just decided not to. Those are bad. Magikarp, yeah. He has probably, I'm not even going to lie, Magikarp probably has the best shiny in Scarlet and Violet. Like, hands down, Magikarp probably has the best shiny in Scarlet and Violet. They did so dang good making his scales look golden. And it's such a good shiny. It legit just makes me not want to evolve him. Because I love shiny Magikarp so much. And shiny Gyarados is okay. But I don't like it as much as Magikarp. I wish Gyarados was yellow. Oh my god, if it was golden like Magikarp. And the red looks good. Again, B is still favorable. B means I like it. Okay, C's neutral. B means I like it. I know shiny Gyarados is one of those ones that like people just slobber over because they love it so much. And while I do like it, just it compared to Magikarp, like I like the red compared to the blue. It looks good. Lapras is A tier. That purple on Lapras looks so good. It's not a drastic change. It's just a nice. It's a nice soft color, and it works really well. Shiny Lapras is really nice. No, I don't need help with my camera. My camera's doing great. Are you saying Gyarados is ugly? Like, are you saying you don't like Gyarados is shiny? You know what? I dig that opinion. Okay, you know what? I dig it. So many people are just like, because like, right, I get that for people my age, right? That kind of, right? Like when we were all playing Soul Silver, or people who are older than me, right? Because there's the younger generations after me, right? That have never played like the 2D games. They have only played like Sword and Shield or something, right? So playing the Gen 4 games, playing the Gen 4 games, playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver, going to the Lake of Rage, or the original Gold, Silver, Crystal, where you can also get one, and I got mine there too. Like, where you get your very first shiny, if you didn't encounter one before then, which you more than likely didn't, but you get to get a different colored Gyarados. It was just mind-boggling. It was like, oh, this is different! Gotta have it! Did it have good stats? Yeah, Gyarados does have good stats. Sadly, you weren't able to really use its good stats until Gen 4 because of the physical special split. Like, you ran a water type move on it, it wasn't killing anything before Gen 4. Yeah, Gigantamax Lapras, same thing. It just keeps that nice purple. It's really good. It's nice. Ditto's nice. There's not much more you could do with it. They basically did what they could with it. What other color could they have made it for me to like it more? I don't know, but it works. It's fine. Shiny Eevee. I'm kind of indifferent to it. Like, I think it looks good. I like it. It's just not. I'll put it in B tier. It should have. It did in earlier generations. I don't know why in the newer generations it doesn't do it anymore, but yeah. Like in the sprite games with sprites and everything, yeah, it would transform into the shiny Pokemon. Or like it would keep it shiny when it transformed. I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. It's really stupid. I feel like it's a simple little thing to do, but it is what it is. Eevee shiny is good, but again, they make Eevee feel like it's dead, right? By just making it like that pure silver white that it is, it just makes it feel dead. It makes it feel like it has less life in it, and it honestly makes me a little sad, but it's still good. Same thing with Vaporeon, the purple, can't even lie. The purple's really good. The purple looks really nice. Shiny Vaporeon, it's a really good contrast from the blue that it was. I like it. Jolteon, it's not the most abhorrent thing, but it's very disappointing compared to, I feel like, what it could have been. If they made it a deeper green, oh yeah, it would be higher, but it's kind of like a nasty green that I don't dig too much. Flareon, yep. Know what? Let me. I mean, it's so pretty. It's a pretty shiny. Yeah, because it's how they list them. It's how it's listed. They're listed by the gen. So I'm just going in order of what they give me. But it's a pretty shiny. It looks sharp. It looks nice. It looks like it kind of got anointed. You know, it got like some holiness put into it or something. I love shiny Flareon. It looks so good. Porygon. Yeah, yeah, it's good. I like it. I dig it. The shininess of the pink is honestly really good too. I love it. It's so goofy. It makes it look like bubblegum. Ammonite and Amistar look like bubblegum. And it's great. Okay, no, we ain't going down that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nuh-uh. We ain't doing that. Uh-uh. But okay. So, Kabuto and Kabutops, these are good green shinies. I love these two. That especially Kabuto, like I feel like it's such an underappreciated green shiny it has. The shell just looks so good, and then Kabutops just comes through looking more alien than it already does. It's so good. It is solid. That's a proper shiny right there. It's my third favorite fossil. Like out of all the fossil Pokemon, like Kabutops, I don't feel like it's enough appreciation. It's so good. Yes, it's frail, but my god, that doesn't matter. Its design, amazing. Phenomenal design. That's fine. Yeah, that I don't think there's really a bad fossil. Besides Arctovish. If you want Arctovish, I think that's like the only fossil that I'm not a huge fan of, right? Like, this is about the only fossil that I don't enjoy. Every other fossil Pokemon I like. I think this is the only one where I'm like, I'm good without it. Because just there's, yeah, like Gen 1, good fossils, Gen 3, good fossils, and they were different, right? Like there's, Gen 3 still has the only fossils that really changed, like, how different they are, right? Because we had Bug Rock and Grass Rock. One was based off a plant, one was based off this little arthropod, and they were really cool. No, okay. The Galarian fossils, as goofy as they are really good. They are super solid. Like, they're just good. So this one you could like run mix. That's so weird. Okay, yeah. But like their stats are, look at that. Gosh dang. Then Dracozolt. I think this one's probably water absorb, volt absorb. Yeah. Nah, they're good. They're cool, except Arctovish, right? That's about the only one that I don't like. But all the other fossils, like we're getting to, they're good. I like them. Um, Aerodactyl here, yeah, same thing. Just like that nice brightness in pink. I really like it. It works. Its Mega Evolution kind of lost some of that pink appeal. It kind of downgraded a little bit from what it was, but it's still okay. What do you mean? What does that mean? Snorlax. Oh, okay. You know what? Honestly, it's a subtle change, and you're able to notice it. And honestly, it kind of just compliments him a little bit more. Um, Shiny Snorlax, it works. It does well. He doesn't need to do much more. Um, Articuno, I'm gonna just put in C tier. It's not bad. It works. I just don't have a strong opinion about it one way or another. And I'm sorry. The fact that just for the legendary birds, all they did was be like, haha, give them the Kanto colors. I don't care, man. Give them something unique. Yes, they're the Galarian counterparts to the Kanto versions. Cool. Do a different color scheme. Your favorite element's ice? Wait, is ice your favorite type? Bro, if ice is your favorite type... Oh, never mind. Never mind then. I just saw a favorite element, so... Okay. You know what? Those are solid. Poison, super solid type, top 3 for me. Poison's dope. Exactly. Nobody would. Ice types suck. There are good ice type Pokemon, just most of them suck. Shiny Zapdos. I can't really tell. If you were to put Zapdos and Shiny Zapdos next to me, I couldn't really tell you the difference. The Galarian one, it's just normal Zapdos colors, but it's yellow, so I kind of like it. But it is just... They could have done something different. But also at the same time, I really like Galarian Zapdos' normal colors. I like how the normal Galarian Zapdos looks. That orange looks so good on Galarian Zapdos. And the shiny, honestly, kind of, I don't like as much. I prefer its normal colors. Nah, I do need to get around to it. Don't worry. It's still on that watch list for me of my, 20,000 shows I need to watch. I've been watching Golden Girls. That's the show I've been watching recently. I've always loved Golden Girls. I always go back and watch it, but now was the first time I'm watching the full series all the way through. Iroh, no, I know who Iroh is. Uncle Iroh, right? Because that's oh, what's his name? Zuko, right? Zuko. That's Zuko's uncle. So I know who Iroh is. He's a firebender, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, if I were to be... I haven't watched it all the way through. I plan to at some point. I just haven't watched it all the way through yet. I've seen the first season, and that's it. I'm sorry. I've seen the first season, and then the other seasons I just never end up getting to. Because I know there's a lot of stuff that happens. It's a really good show. It's one of Nickelodeon's best shows for a good reason, because all the characters are well written. They all have good character arcs. The story's like always progressing and very good. Just, it's a very solid show. I'd pick Fire every time. I'm a huge Fire person. I love Fire. I think Fire is dope. It's super cool. I'm Fire all the way. I feel like water's probably the most overpowered element because you can do all the blood bending and everything. Look, I remember what is it? Legend of Korra? Korra? The Legend of Korra, right? That's the sequel, Legend of Korra. Um okay. Where the earthbenders could control lava, which threw me for a loop because I'm like, isn't lava just molten? Like, isn't that hot? Isn't that fire? But I kind of grew to understand it because, like, it's molten rock. It's just like hot rock. So it makes sense. Yeah, they can control metal. They can control lava. They can control so much. Earthbenders are like, they can just be like, whatever you can do, I can do better. And it's really cool. Earthbenders, yeah. They are pretty dang dope. I gotta lie. But, I mean, I'm sorry. I would still choose Fire. Like, every time I'm choosing Fire, being able to just shoot fire out of my hands, out of my mouth, do what I would be a menace to society. I wouldn't though. I'd leave everyone be. I would just be in my own arena, just shooting off fire everywhere. You know how much fun it would be just blasting fire everywhere? Just, I would love it. Shiny Moltres, I actually like. I like the pink. I know it looks like a raw chicken, but I enjoy it. Same thing. It just doesn't work. Dratini and Dragonair. Oh yeah, these are phenomenal shinies right here. That's crazy. Dratini and Dragonair are phenomenal shinies. They are really good. I really like them. They're super cool. They're great. I wish they kept this pink with Dragonite. I think it would have been cool to have a pink Dragonite. And instead, they give us whatever this is. This is one of those green shinies where it's just not good. Honestly, I don't like it at all. If I'm being completely honest, and that's crazy. That's crazy what I'm reading right. I really wish, like, what makes me not like the green even more is how good Shiny Dratini and Shiny Dragonair are, and then they just drop the ball with Dragonite. Uh, I am a little bit, but at the same time, stand alone. Like, right, standing alone, if I'm just to look at Dragonite, I don't like the green. If they gave it a different green, yes, but then the green paired with the purple wings, it just doesn't work for me. The belly, the tan belly doesn't go well together with that green. If they made like, I don't know, the green sharper, the belly a different color, maybe it would be ranked higher. But based off this, I see, okay. So Dragonite, I don't already like. I don't like Dragonite as is. I know. Burn me alive. Right? Because he just looks like he belongs on the Barney cast. But then you go and with his shiny colors, you make him green. I mean, he looks like he should be a Muppet. Dragonite looks like he should be a Muppet. Or like he belongs on like Barney's crew. Like he's one of Barney's members or something. I don't like the green. This is one of those greens where I'm like, yeah, nah, this isn't good. And I'll rank this down here. I don't like Mewtwo's green either. I think it's better than Dragonite's green, but it's not much better. This is one of those greens where I'm like, yeah. No, I have not. That's crazy. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. No. Nope. Ain't happening. Nah. No. Nope, I'm good. That's crazy. Mew's solid. I feel like if they went with a deeper blue, I'd probably like it a little bit more. But Mew's still solid. It's still good. I like it. It's gonna be in B tier. That was it. It only took almost 3 hours, but we did it. Gen 1 out of 9 are done. So that's cool. I can't believe it took that long to do just Gen 1. But I mean, there it is. All of Gen 1, the original 151 Pokemon have been ranked. This is my ranking of their shinies. I know there are, Gen 1 Pokemon that got new Megas and Legends EA and their shinies. We will do those at the end of everything. Any Megas that we didn't see or anything, we'll go ahead, we'll get to them. But that's it for Gen 1. I am a little bit tired. Otherwise, I would do Gen 2 because Gen 2 only has. Don't worry, we can kill 8 minutes another way. But I didn't think it would take that long to do just the first gen. However, that's crazy. That's going to do it for Gen 1. So this is where everything stands right now. We will start at S. The bias here is crazy. But we do got some oddballs. Okay, we got some oddballs in this with Tangela, Horsey, Jigglypuff, and Wigglytuff, okay? Spoiler alert, Chikorita will more than likely be going in S. I love Chikorita's shiny line. But that's for tomorrow. Because I'm not going to rank the rest right now. I'm going to do it by generation. I'm going to make sure to keep them separated. This took so long. I really thought that in one night I could do all 9 generations. And then it was like about 30 minutes in. And I ranked only about 12 Pokemon. And I realized, oh, I'm not going to get all through all this tonight, right? Because it could be easy. It could just be simple to just take a Pokemon, drop it, and just do that, right? If I just did that, just dragged and dropped, and I'm like, yep, that's it, that would be boring. That wouldn't be content. You'd get nothing out of that. I feel like giving commentary and explaining some of my choices is fair. It adds a little bit more, you know? Because I feel like if... Now, could I have talked less? Maybe. But we did get distracted, okay? We got distracted quite a bit. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'll try to be a bit more efficient with the next generations. But wait, Miltank's that late in the Pokedex? Are you kidding? Wait, hold on. How? How? Excuse me? You're telling me... Wait, what? How is... Gen 2 is my favorite generation, so I should know my decks a little bit better. I know all the Pokemon for each generation, yes. But what I'm saying is I should have known the placement of Miltank better. You're telling me that a Pokemon that you fight in the third gym, you fight Miltank at the third gym. It's not even at the halfway point of the game when you face Miltank. And you're telling me it's at the end of the decks? You're telling me this little thing is at the end of the Gen 2 decks? It should be so much higher. Just because of like when you encounter it or you face it off. I don't feel like it should be at the bottom. Also, I absolutely adore Natu. Natu is such a cool Pokemon. I love it. Xatu is also cool. I'm just not as big as a fan of it as I am Natu. Natu is just this adorable little ball. I can never remember how to catch one. I have one somehow in my old Soul Silver file, right? Like, my original copy, right here. This is my original copy of Soul Silver from 2010. Okay? I somehow have a Natu on this. I somehow brought a Natu to the Elite Four and won with it. Right? Because you have that Hall of Fame at the end of a Pokemon game after you beat it. I somehow have a Natu in one of my victory teams. Don't know when I caught it. Don't know how it got there. But somehow, Natu made it to the Hall of Fame. So, apparently Kid Me also really loved Natu. I just don't remember ever catching one or ever remember putting it on my team. But it's there. And I've thought about, doing a normal playthrough of a Pokemon Sword again on one of my different consoles because, I have all the consoles plus more that I could easily use to do a playthrough of it. And I thought about putting a Natu on my team, a Cherubi, and I probably wouldn't evolve them either because I do like them how they are. I love my little Cherubi right here. This thing's absolutely adorable. If you hate Cherubi, you just hate being happy. You can't look at this thing and not love it. This thing is absolutely adorable. Dude, okay. Talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? I'm still sore after our Nuzlocke. It was so rough that we lost that. Especially with how much time it took. How much time that Nuzlocke took with all the cooking and everything. It was so difficult. I don't think I can do another sword Nuzlocke. I might try a different Nuzlocke in a different Pokemon game, right? Because there's several options we could do. I have thought about doing one on Brilliant Diamond. I've played through Gen 4. I've played through Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, I think 4 times at this point. I've done a playthrough on Diamond twice. I've done a playthrough on Platinum. And I've done a playthrough on Brilliant Diamond. I love Gen 4 so much. It's such a good generation. And I've never used this. Because the only way to get Cherubi in Gen 4 is by trees. It's by sheer luck in the trees. And this little thing never showed up once. Well, you got to do the bit. You survived. Gosh dang it. But tomorrow we'll come back. Hopefully we'll be able to get through like a couple generations. I'm hoping tomorrow we can get through generations like 2 through 4. I'm hoping we can do like generations 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. My 2.2 cents per hour. But for now, I'm tired. I'm not sleeping properly. I'm going to go catch some sleep. It was a good stream. I wanted to stream longer, but I just think I would end up dozing off in the chair. So I'm going to go sleep properly. That way I can come back tomorrow, do this better, do better for y'all. I'm happy to be back though. I did miss this the couple weeks I was gone, so I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have y'all back too. Nonchalant crash. Okay. But that being said, thank you to all who joined me during the stream. Thank you to those of you who watched me after. Whenever you're seeing this, I hope you have a great day, great night. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and take it easy. Take it easy, Granazda. Hope you get to feeling better.